Yeah.
All right, hello
I just keep it
everybody.
steady on
Welcome
the
back
magic.
to the
Do my
Uprooted
thing, I'm healing, it's
podcast.
fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna just have some good
If I fall, I was
conversation
automatic.
about some good topics.
You ain't
and
on
good
that, you
people.
know. I'm the one raise myself like a tree from the roots. West side girl, cause she lit in the coast. East side girl when she speaks to the roots. Stay 100 cause she on with the truth. Been there on struggle, know that it pass. Only going up, yeah, the pain don't last. Ooh, take off. Ooh, take off. Ooh, take off. This is take off. Shorty like Brandy, fight like Monica. What you know about her? Baby girl rising, way to the top. Shaking the world, don't expect her to stop. Purpose so great, she get what she got. Follow her step, cause she following God. What you need more, got a heart full of gold. Even at times when it's raining and cold. Ooh, she bout to
Hey
take off.
everybody, welcome back to Manifest Mondays. It's your girl Hannah, aka Ruta, and you are watching the Uprooted podcast. This is my literally newest favorite segment ever. It's been such a blessing, and I'm just so happy to just share some positivity with y'all on a Monday. Usually Monday is not people's favorite day of the week, and it's slowly becoming mine because I love being here with y'all, and it's just such a good time. So if you're new, my name is Hannah, and I am and have been on this journey of self-healing for a long time, and it's just been such a tough year, obviously, for a lot of us. And then if you are from a country like mine, and you're experiencing war on top of a pandemic, like, my heart and soul goes out to y'all because it has been tough, okay? And that is the understatement of the year, because of the century. It has been incredibly difficult, and I've actually been coping really, really well, surprisingly. So I've wanted to share that with you all, and I think a reason why I've been doing so well is because I've been doing this work consistently for so long that I just have enough healthy coping strategies that I'm able to manage myself during this time. And that's like one of the biggest questions I get asked a lot. And I think for me, it's just figuring out, I know it sounds really simple, but it's really figuring out what makes you happy, and then spending all your energy doing that. And I know that sounds like, I know it's, I'm breaking it down and making it really simple, but that's really what it is. And for me, manifesting has been such a big game changer. And I know a lot of people talk about it, and for a long time I was skeptical of it too, because I was like, how the hell does me visualizing my future actually get me there? Like, that's stupid. And it's just like, all right, cool, then don't do it. But on the other side, why not try it? Because what does it hurt you? Does it hurt you to try? No. So I got into manifestation, and that was really my self-talk. So if any of you guys have been thinking that too, like, she's kind of crazy, like, why is she asking us to do this? That's the reasoning I had with myself. And I was like, all right, let me try it. Let me actually dedicate some time in this and see what happens. And so you guys are benefiting from, I'm only giving you the stuff that worked. So you guys are benefiting from that experiment and me learning how to really get rooted in that and focus on, okay, what is the intention with manifestation? Because I'm a like principle person. I'm like a very intentional person, and I'm like, well, what is the goal here? Like, what is the purpose? Like, I'm always like, why are we doing this? Very like deep in thought that way. And so I said, why manifestation? So manifestation for me started to make sense because I realized, like, oh, your brain controls you, right? And if you spend all your energy in a negative space, then of course you're gonna go towards negative things. And so manifestation started to make sense to me because visualizing your future and what you want in your future and the positivity of that, it's really powerful because what you do is you're rewiring your brain. And when you're rewiring your brain for positive outcomes, then you're going to start walking towards positivity. You're going to start making decisions that you're like thinking further ahead, like, is this actually good for me? And does this bring me closer or further away from where I want to be? And I started seeing the way that I thought, like, just start to shift, and like my perspective start to shift, and my ability to pause and actually think before I spoke, or before I acted, or before I made any life decision. So hey y'all. So that for me is why I was able to get behind this practice of manifestation, and that's why I practice it with y'all. And so far, a lot of you guys have really been enjoying it, so I'm really glad for that. And it's my favorite, so I'm just gonna keep doing it anyways. And hopefully you guys can make it a part of your daily practice, or weekly, whatever it looks like for you. So something that I was reflecting on a lot this last weekend was shifting out of like the conversations of shame and guilt from last week, and like divorcing myself from that, and what does that look like. The area that kept coming up for me in my meditations was hey y'all, the area of relationship, and how do I see relationships, and where do I constantly struggle in relationships. So I had to do a lot of deep shadow work and ego work there. And if you're not familiar with those terms, and you want to get more familiar with them, let me know. But essentially, like, I was just doing meditations and letting myself dig a little deeper in my past and think about, like, okay, where in my intimate relationships do I seem to, like, is there a pattern here? Can I figure out where that pattern stemmed from? And I started really focusing on that. Hey, Cece. And I realized there was a lot there to unpack in terms of how I view men, why I view them that way, and where that stemmed from. And I had to let go of a lot. It was actually a very emotional weekend for me. I felt like I was like, woo, I opened a can of worms. So I was definitely in my feels. But, you know, I took that time. I let myself have that space to not be productive. And this was my productivity, because I feel a lot lighter and energized for this week. And I feel really positive about, like, moving forward. So if any of you guys have been doing that work, that's where I landed on. And so I'm really curious to see how other people are starting to see their manifestations or meditations change. But it was a lot for me. I was just like, whoa, you got some work to do. And so what that ultimately led me to was, okay, how do I want to rewrite this story? So that's my process. So for those of you who are newer, I kind of think of a bigger question, and then I meditate on it, and I let myself journey through it and figure out what am I holding here, and what do I want to let go of, because I'm really, really intentional about wanting to break, like, bad habits, bad cycles, generational curses, whatever you call them. So I do that work. And so last week it was, where I landed on was relationships, and then how do I want to move forward through that, and then I rewrite my story. So as I was rewriting it, I kept listening to podcasts, and I kept having conversations with dope people, and I realized, like, what was missing for me was, like, I know what I don't like, and I know what I don't want, but I haven't spent enough time really digging into what do I want? What does that look like? But what I know for certain is that I want it to look and feel like love. Like, and what I know I want love to feel like is just warm and safe. I want to feel like I don't have to worry about the person next to me. Like, I don't want to have to worry that you're mad and you're not going to tell me about it. I don't want to worry about those things. And so I'm already going to like the things I don't want. So like that is what I'm trying to rewrite for myself, is start thinking about what do I want, and what does love look like, and what does it feel like, and what does it sound like, and how does that energy, like, you know. So I'm starting to more so think about that. And so that's what I want to manifest for all of us, is, and this is what I want. So let me get into it. So what I want to manifest for all of us is that we define love for ourselves, and we can understand and we live our life in a way where we see people through love, we hear them through love, we feel them through love, and that how we relate and connect to one another is through love, and that love is devoid of pain and violence. And I want all of us to not only know that what we want from other people, but how we want to be ourselves in love. Like, what does my love feel like? How do I want other people to experience me? And so I want to manifest that for y'all too, that you find the love within yourself and what your light is supposed to be in this world, and how you're supposed to show up and be seen, so that the people who are supposed to be touched by you, and the people who are tied to you and their journey in life is going to be influenced by you, that they meet you and you're in a loving spot, that you're in your light, and that you bless their lives. That's what I want for you, because the biggest blessing is to be a blessing for somebody else. And wow, I just got emotional. I don't know if y'all have experienced this, so let me manifest this for y'all too. I manifest for you the day somebody comes up to you and tells you that you either saved their life, or you changed the trajectory of their life, or that if it wasn't for that encounter that they had with you, that they don't know where they would be. I really manifest that for y'all, because I've been told that, and it is such an honor and a blessing. And I manifest that for y'all, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So I manifest that y'all find your light, and that you be the light for whoever is supposed to be inspired and touched by your light. Damn, y'all. One of these days I'm gonna get it without crying. Okay, it's not a bad thing. I think it's just like a funny goal for myself now. One of my day ones, I need y'all to tell me, like, we should do a like count of how many times I like cry on this podcast, and we should make a game out of it. But yes, so that is my manifestation for y'all. Just live in love, be love, know it and understand it and feel surrounded by it. And that is, I think, the legacy I want to leave. And like anyone who knows me, I want that to be how they know me. And if you know me for a different reason, if I have to cuss you out, know it's still in love. Like, I still love you, but you acting a fool. So I'm working on it. But that is my manifestation for y'all. Hey, y'all. So the other thing I've been doing is either choosing someone or allowing y'all to have, if you guys have questions, or if there's something that is on your heart that you're working on, that you want to manifest in your life, you can either request if you want, you can put it in the question box, you can write it in the comments. I really enjoyed what is going on in other people's lives. And until then, there was a special highlight Hey, my love. There was a special highlight I want to do for some people that I know that are experiencing a hard time. It's it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I want to just highlight that. Obviously, this is my realm. I might as well call this my extended birthday month because this is where I live all the time. So in that vein, I want to manifest some stuff for people who are suffering with mental health issues and are too afraid to say it, or don't know where to go. So if you yourself are suffering from any type of mental health issue, and it doesn't mean you're crazy. I also want to make sure people understand that it doesn't mean that you are like schizophrenic or bipolar. Like, mental health issues can be chronic stress, right? So if you or somebody you know, or somebody pretty much somebody you know in your family, in your friend group, in your community, whatever you consider community, is having any mental health issues, or you suspect that they are, you can send them this. And this is for y'all. Like, I want to manifest some stuff for you because I know what it's like to suffer in silence, to not know where to go, to not know what even to ask, where to start. And so I manifest for you that you believe and know and understand that your life is completely in your hands, and that whatever you're dealing with, you can beat, and that there are people who love you. You just haven't met them yet, or you haven't allowed them to love you yet. So what I want to manifest for you is that you have a breakthrough, one that is at least opens the door enough for you to reach out and get the help that you need, that your life ends up being completely full the way that you want to live it, and that you take control back. I want to manifest you reaching your goals, and you building and crafting like the life that you didn't get. I want to manifest for you that you're able to not only pick yourself up, but pull 2 other people with you, and that you see a complete 180 in your life. We ain't doing 360s, okay? I want to see you do a 180. So I want to manifest strength and love for you too, specifically if you are having any of those issues. And if you are and you need a bridge, I will be the bridge for you. So please do message me. If you need to get connected, whatever it is, I will figure out a way to either find a resource for you, or connect you to someone who might know a resource, because I don't want anyone suffering in silence anymore, and that's a personal goal of mine. So I don't see any questions and or requests from y'all. Okay, so that was this week's Manifest Mondays. If you just joined and you missed it, I'm sorry. Run this back. I'm going to save it and put it up. This week is really just about being love, like knowing it, being it, defining it for yourself, putting it out into the universe and letting it come back to you in every way, shape, and form, because you deserve it. It's really that simple. So I love y'all. Thank you for joining me. Have a good rest of your Monday. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Black Women